Championship Monday at 2016 College Nationals, and in the women's bracket, it was the 5th-seeded Whitman Sweets and the 3rd-seed Stanford Superfly in the championship game. Hi again, everybody. Evan Lepler with former national champion Ian Toner. And Whitman and Stanford had met twice during the season. They split those 2 meetings, so this was the rubber match. What was the difference in your mind?
You know, interestingly, Coach Robin Davis said that the game plan going into this game was hard man defense, picking the right matchups. But ultimately, Stanford's junky defensive looks ultimately gave them the edge and slowed down the high-flying Whitman offense.
Yeah, without question, the defense changed the game, and we'll jump into the highlights and show you, because early on, obviously both teams were energized. This is the championship game after all. Whitman jumped out to a 3-1 lead, but Courtney Gegg of Stanford got involved. Monisha White, the backbone of Superfly.
Yeah, that was Whitman's calling card so far this tournament, getting off to those hot starts, focusing on those games to 3. But after that first 3-1 lead, Stanford really changed up their defensive looks, found some confidence, and started connecting on great deep shots like this one from Annie Rempel to Monisha White.
How good was Annie Rempel in the title game?
You would never know that her leg was taped up severely or that she had played 1,000,000 points leading into this weekend or into this championship game. She was so effective. And here's the championship point. Courtney Gegg finding new player Anne-Marie Gordon. An incredible pickup for Superfly.
First championship for Stanford since 2007, the 8th national title for one of the great programs in the history of women's ultimate. 12-10 was the final score. Stanford over Whitman. Superfly lost to Oregon in the title game a year ago. This year, Superfly goes a step further. So we shift to the men's division. Minnesota and Harvard, the 4 seed and the 10 seed, neither won their pool, neither finished second in their pool during Friday and Saturday's action, but each motored through bracket play to get to the championship game, and it was an incredible battle.
Neither of these teams advancing to the national semifinals heading into this weekend. Neither of these teams advancing to the finals. Once they get here, Minnesota appeared to be more comfortable. They had more depth. They capitalized on their opportunities. Isaac Ruff and Ben Yacht connecting multiple times.
Well, it was interesting, Ian, because the story for Minnesota coming into the tournament was their great size. They felt really good about their depth, and with Yacht and Ruff, they had guys who were 6'6" and 6'4", but it was the handlers, Wyatt Meckler, Soham Shah, and in the championship game, Ryan Oscar returning from injury to really give Grey Duck a boost.
No matter what the red line defense threw at them, matchup, looks, they were patient. They loved working in these small spaces. Here as we get a look at Paletto finding Oscar up line for the championship goal.
You know, coming into nationals, Tallis Boyd knew his team was good. They were confident, but there was still a scent of disbelief when they realized they had won nationals. So the final in the men's bracket, Minnesota 15-12 over Harvard. John Stubbs, Mark Vandenberg deserve a ton of credit for an epic performance throughout the tournament. 2 of the best players in the field, but it's Minnesota Grey Duck quacking its way to a national title. For Ian Toner, this is Evan Lepler at USA Ultimate College Nationals 2016. That is a wrap.